Hey everybody, wanted to make a daily recap, but for this recap I wanted to focus more on the bad trades that I made in the morning. I had a frustrating morning. I think my peak downside today was minus $330. So I just wanted to go over maybe what went wrong, and then I do want to take a look at AHPI and talk about my recovery and the good trades I made. So I did make $800 today. But it was a rough morning and frustrating morning, so let's go over it. MTP was a reverse split. I was watching it because the ticker itself is on a sell-off, and when it has a reverse split, sometimes volatility can return to the ticker and you can get some nice upside for a scalp. So in the morning, I took 500 shares at 232. Right here when it bottomed, and then I took the reversal at 232. It was a very low volume, as you can see, and the tape was very illiquid and had a spread, so it wasn't the best thing to buy. As far as I knew, I was probably risking 10 cents if it didn't work out in my favor. So I took it because I thought we'd get a quick surge up. We did get a volume surge into 245, but then it started to look really weak, and I second guessed myself, and I sold off at 228 for a $20 loss. So I sold it right here, 28 when it came down. It ended up holding the 220 that I originally wanted to risk, so I second guessed myself, didn't respect my play's risk, and got stopped out on a micro pullback. It recovered 2 minutes later and really started to rip, and it just moved so fast I missed any sort of re-entry. And then you go through that mentality where it's like, well, if I buy it in the 260s and it comes down on me, I'm going to feel even dumber because I bought it at 232. It's already ran 30 cents a share above my original entry. I broke my trading plan. How could I be this stupid, you know? These are the types of things that happen when you don't stick to your plan and then it starts running. Essentially, I froze up and didn't get involved again. And it gets a nice surge into halt, reclaim, or once it unhalts, it surges up to 370. So I would have sold it out of the halt around probably 350. So that's kind of rough to know that I threw away $600 just because I didn't stick to my trading plan. But this is a really nice lesson for everybody out there. You buy something and you have a risk area that you really want to respect and hold for your trading plan, you should try your best to do that, because it hurts much more watching something run and work and you not be part of it. That hurts a lot more than respecting your risk and just taking the loss. So that would have been a really nice play to really start my morning off strong, but didn't respect my trading plan. Okay, IFRX. I'm not sure if I thought this was a good idea out of FOMO, because I just screwed up MTP and I just was like, wow, I need to catch something because I just missed a $600 play. I don't know what was going through my head, but I thought I saw, I believe, 10,000 shares of support at 520 on the bid, and I decided it would be a good idea to go for a dip buy at 522, thinking that we would hold 520, which was the morning support. I thought we would come down and hold it and kind of bounce off it, and I would get a move into the 530s for some potential consolidation for further move up. Now, I warned everybody last night, and I warned myself, that IFRX at a filing that the market sold off, and I said that the play is probably over, and I said that I believe that this is going to change everything about it. The trading's going to be different on it. The volatility is going to be different. I stated that this was probably a change and to be careful. I didn't take my advice, so did not listen to myself. I decided to get a little testy and go for a dip buy, and yeah, that support didn't hold up because 150,000 shares sold off on me. So that wasn't great. And then, of course, because I had a crappy trading plan to begin with, once it is shooting down below 5, I freaked out and dumped. So that one felt real good. Nice $220 loss on that for no reason. You know, this wasn't an entry. It wasn't developed. There was no confirmation. This is just no discipline. So yeah, there's no justification for it. I was trading bad this morning. I was off my game and I was taking losses and I was cutting trades that were working. So we're not respecting trading plans. Okay, so just want to give, well, let's just take a look what happens when I don't trade good. What happens when things go wrong? You know, it's important to analyze your off days. So this is what I'm doing. Analyzing my off day. Okay, so that was awful. Now let's move on to, it does look like I took another small loss, but this one was fine apparently. I don't know exactly where I bought that, 515. I think right here. I was going for like, I thought, okay, if it panicked, maybe it can flag and surge back up to test 540s. I don't know. It was a bad trade again, but I got lucky and only took a $10 loss on it. I was trading really goofy on IFRX. Now we have TAOP. This one I'm not sure if I hate this trade or what, but or if I don't mind it. I'm not sure. It is a former runner. It was kind of coming off this dip, and I saw it popping this morning. I thought that if it pulls something weird and gets over this horizontal 80-cent level, never know. These things can run. It's a China sector ticker. Not a whole lot about this name that gives me a strong indication as to why I was even thinking this was a good trade, other than it was a former runner and I thought I might get a pop. So you can see, again, I don't really have the best trading thesis. It did have PR this morning, and it was a gapper. So I guess not the worst, but there wasn't really good chart structure here. It was more just, I was trying too hard to make something happen. So I bought 3,000 shares at 72. Okay, so I bought it right here. I think. Pretty sure. I bought the change of trend. And then once it didn't work out for me and started coming down, I sold it at 69. So I lost $90 on that. I probably could have cut it at 70 cents, but I got patient with it. I didn't want to cut my loss. Just trying to take this trade in because I'm trying to think if this was bad or not. I think the chart structure isn't very strong, and I think that there just wasn't enough reason for me to take it. I feel like. So I'm gonna go on the side of I don't like this trade. I think I jumped the gun on it. And I think overall it just wasn't good enough to take. So, and I cut it kind of late. So I'll just side with I don't like the trade. But you guys can let me know what you think about it. Alright. Let's get into the trades that I actually did alright with. I just want to go over AHPI real quick. Okay. So I really like my entry on this. I did a great job. We get horizontal price action with like a higher low trend. Stocks trade, I was having some lag issues earlier, so the chart from earlier got cut off, but we could ignore that. You can just see, clear. It's holding a trend, higher lows, nice horizontal level that it's testing. We kind of get a pop, test that level, it comes down and it holds. And then after the hold, I scoop it for the breakout. So I get in at 1676 and I get out at 1822. So this was, I believe, a $400 play around there. I like it a lot, it was a nice scalp opportunity. I sold it because it felt, for a breakout, it really didn't feel like it was moving that fast. I kind of felt like it was weak. So that's why I scalped it so fast. It ended up being the right move because I would have definitely probably gotten stopped out right around here. But it held, and then sure enough, it just another nice consolidation and had another confirmation entry really. I didn't take. And my main reasoning for not taking this breakout of the trend is I kind of felt guilty. I was already having a tough time for the day as far as trading sloppy. And I missed the morning entry, so I missed a big chunk of the play and then just kind of scalped this somewhat a chase, I guess. It was already up $5 a share, almost $6 a share when I bought it. So it was borderline a chase on my original play. And then I was just thinking, I got out of the hole. I was up like $500 and I was just thinking, let's not mess with it. So let's be disciplined and not mess with it. But that wasn't great because it ended up making a massive move. From the $18 re-entry, it just went straight up to 22, and it actually peaked at 24.60 or 24.50. So I should have gotten back involved, and the more I look at it, the TA was basically consolidation TA, so I think that getting back in would have been fine. I played it safe. That's fine too. I really don't care either way. I think it was alright that I didn't play it again. But so that was my best play of the day, was AHPI. And let's see. Alright, so you can see that 300 shares at 1676. I sold it at 1822. You can see I scalped XAIR for $200 today. And then BIMI, I took 2,000 shares. Guess I'll pull up BIMI real quick. And my apologies that I know this video is not the most exciting video. It wasn't really the most exciting day for me. Not a whole lot happened. I didn't nail anything. It was just a rough morning followed by a couple small wins in the afternoon that added up, but I don't have anything exciting to share. I'm mostly just reviewing my morning because I wanted to kind of understand what I did wrong for my own sake. But alright, so I like my entries on this. I took 2,000 shares right here because we reclaimed VWAP, and BIMI is kind of the same sector, the same play as APT and AHPI. So those made massive runs, and I was like, well, why not BIMI? It just reclaimed VWAP, it has some nice structure, let's go for it. So that's exactly what I did, and then I sold it at 462. So I sold it right here because it felt weak to me. I just didn't like it. I sold it early, but it turned out to be good because when it came down really hard and fast. So I'm glad I got out of it. You see, I took another entry at 462.3, and I sold that. I sold that at 461.8. So what, like $3 loss? Okay, I took a couple losses on PRTK. I was trying to nail a bounce and frustrating. Wasn't patient on that. And then NVAX, I ended up getting a scalp, but again, wasn't too patient on it. I got in at 1042, sold it at 1062 for $200, and then I re-entered for like a $40 loss and took a $60 win on IFRX near the end of the day. So that recaps the entire day. So you can see that I didn't trade as much today. Nothing really stuck out to me as being that great, and by the time I realized how great AHPI was and APT, I was already late to the party. So I just wanted to go over my trades, kind of give people an insight into what a not so good day looks like. So, hey, I still made $800 today, which was not bad. You know, if I was talking about this type of day a month ago, I would have said it's a great day. But I'm on a hot streak, you know. I've been on such a hot streak, and I'm just starting to get used to these $1,000 days, $1,500, $2,000 days. But let's slow it down because $800 is still a really nice day for me. And yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. I know kind of a slow, not so entertaining video, but you know, that's trading. Not every day is going to be the best day ever, right? So, alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.